Hey everyone, this is Jay from the JCast podcast. Sorry we weren't able to give you an episode this week. Like I said, man, we've been extremely busy taking care of stuff, and we really wanted to talk about the whole Fresh and Fit scenario where their channel got demonetized. Apparently, they got kicked out of the YouTube sponsorship program, or not sponsorship, partnership program. And as a result, I think that means they're gonna lose 90% of their income from YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. And this comes as a result, I guess, of violating their terms and conditions. But we don't know exactly which terms and conditions were violated. I have a lot to say about this, actually. The first thing I want to say is, I don't think I'm not a fan of Fresh and Fit. I think they're racist, to be honest. Quite frankly, they're racist. You can't just show up on a show and put a hoodie, a KKK hoodie on, and start making light of you know people who used to lynch black people back in the day. That's number one, and then number two, I think they're quite obviously people who have issues with women, but like deep seated issues. To call women on your show, you poke and poke and poke, and then when they get upset, you kick them out of the show. You know, kind of just like to appease your fan base of men who also have deep seated issues with women, especially with beautiful women. Yeah, you bring on these girls and you kick them out or you insult them or whatever the case is. I don't think those guys should have gone. I don't think people should lose their livelihoods based off of the things they say, based off the opinions that they have, based off of you know kicking people off their show. As much as I detest some of their shenanigans, I don't think they should have gotten demonetized over those things. If that was the reason that they got demonetized, I think those guys I think those guys have issues that they got to work through, and bringing people on their show and humiliating them or making them look foolish is not the way to go about it. It kind of makes everything worse for everybody. It kind of makes gender dynamics worse between the genders, between men and women, because now you have guys applauding this type of behavior, and then you have women seeing guys applauding this type of behavior, and then these women probably think that men hate women, but then you also see women treating guys bad as a result, or even before that, and then you have men thinking that women hate men. So it makes it a lot messier. This whole thing with the red pill is not what it used to be, let's say 15 years ago, where it was just about work and better yourself and maintain frame and all that stuff. Now it's obviously full of charlatans and people trying to, and I'm not calling Fresh and Fit charlatans. There are a lot of stuff, but I'm not calling them charlatans because I haven't ever bought any of what they were selling product wise, so I don't know if they work or not, if those products work or not. But what I'm saying is the whole manosphere now is just full of charlatans and people who are trying to sell you a course or a product or this, that, and the third. Just taking advantage of lonely men, just the same way OnlyFans models take advantage of lonely men by promising them some sort of, a chance at some sort of human connection with the opposite sex. I don't think they should have gotten suspended I don't think they should have gotten their channel demonetized. I think it's wrong to have anybody. I'm repeating this again. I think it's wrong to have anybody lose their livelihood over words, when it comes down to just over words and unpopular opinions. You might not like those channels, but I say the same thing all the time to everybody else, is that if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's just that simple. They had some good advice, I guess, about going to the gym and getting your money up. But after that, I don't think that channel was good for young men. I think that channel just kind of fed off of the anger of young men, and kind of appeased, not appeased, but it was kind of like feeding off the angers of young men by bringing beautiful women on, insulting them, and then kicking them out, so that these angry men, and they probably have reasons to be angry. I'm not discounting that, but it was just so angry men can kind of get off on watching that and feel some sort of satisfaction, by watching beautiful women get treated badly the way that they probably felt they've been treated by beautiful women, right? I think Fresh and Fit capitalized on that. I think they should have quit while they were ahead in terms of like the racist shenanigans that they were doing. They should have just kept to their regular content, right? But they started divesting into insulting black people, insulting other races of people, calling them, ad hominems. It's just straight up insulting them. And then I don't feel bad for them getting demonetized. I don't think they should have gotten demonetized, but I don't feel bad. And the reason I don't feel bad is because these guys, when they were getting criticized, and a lot of these other YouTube channels, and the lead attorney talks about this, a lot of these YouTube channels started, criticizing Fresh and Fit or using some of their video clips with fair use. They started, like striking their channels. They started sending them YouTube emails saying, "Oh, this channel's copywriting our stuff without our permission," blah blah blah. They were really trying to take out the channels of other people because they were saying stuff that they didn't like, right? They were trying to ruin, and I think some of these channels, if I'm not mistaken, some of these channels did get taken out as a result of Fresh and Fit, allegedly as a result of Fresh and Fit sending strikes, copyright strikes to their channels. And they didn't care. They just straight up didn't care. Their thing was, well, you can say what you want, freedom of speech, but has accountability. They like to use that word so much. I want to get back to that accountability word a bit later, but these guys were out here just trying to take out channels, strike channels that were criticizing them under the guise of, oh, they're using copyright, they're using our stuff without permission, when these channels were using everything under the fair use, on the YouTube's fair use policies. And they thought that was okay. They were perfectly fine with taking away other people's livelihoods. They were perfectly fine with toppling other people's hard work and getting their channels completely taken off YouTube, and they didn't care. And now they're here and they want to start crying that their channel got demonetized. I don't feel bad for it. You know what I mean? It sucks that these guys work so hard. It sucks that these guys put in so much hours and so much work, and they actually had something going where they were making a lot of money and they had a wide audience, and they nuked it. Because they just didn't know how to act in a non-emotional manner, which is ironic if you ask me. These guys get super emotional sometimes. Myron specifically gets super emotional to the point where he was doing all these acting out as some KKK member and just doing all these things that were straight up racist because of people criticizing him. Like that's your idea of somebody. That's not somebody you want to follow. That's not somebody who can tell you about maintaining frame and acting like and acting like a well stoic, a well balanced stoic man. As a result of him not being able to maintain frame, he got his whole channel nuked. That's just the bottom line to it. And these guys were okay with nuking other people's channels, but now they want to cry when their channel gets nuked. And it sucks because obviously I don't think anybody should lose their livelihoods over words that they were saying. But the fact of the matter is they were trying to destroy other people's channels just for criticizing them, and they were perfectly okay with that. They didn't even care, So I don't really care much for their channel getting nuked. I think hopefully they learned their lesson of maintaining frame. When you start acting out the way that Myron was acting just for getting criticized, just calling people's wives all types of names that weren't even involved in the situation, these things do tend to happen. You start making decisions that are not conducive to the success of your channel. You start acting out in ways that aren't conducive to the success of your channel. And for guys who talk about accountability so much, not one time have they said, yeah, maybe we were out of pocket for that. At no point where they're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that. It's funny. They talk about the Matrix. People like Andrew Tate, Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, so far that I've heard, they talk about the Matrix. Like, oh, the Matrix is real. The Matrix is out here. The Matrix is trying to get us. They talk about the Matrix the way that third generation feminists talk about the patriarchy. Something goes left, blame it on the patriarchy. Something goes wrong, blame it on the patriarchy. Something doesn't work out the way you thought it was, blame it on the patriarchy. And then when you take it back to the red pill, to the manosphere space, it's like, oh, this happened. Oh, the Matrix. It wasn't that you were acting out like a buffoon. It wasn't that you were acting out like a racist. It wasn't none of that. It was the Matrix. The Matrix has it out for you. Is there some sort of conspiracy to make sure that that men stay not going to the gym and stay, weak or whatever the case is? Yeah, I think there is. But to make it seem that the Matrix is after you guys, when you guys were the ones who actually did this to yourself, it's kind of funny. The same way when Sneeko got demonetized or kicked off of YouTube, it was like, oh, see, the Matrix is after me. Like, bro, you're like, we're all telling you, not we, because I wasn't telling them squat, but your boys were telling you, I think Abba and Preach were telling you, stop doing this because you're going to get demonetized. Stop doing this because YouTube is going to kick you off the platform. Knock this off. And these guys just didn't care for whatever reason. And now it happens, and they don't say, oh man, wait, I was warned about this a couple of months ago. Oh wait, nah, they did tell me that this was going to happen if I continue this. No, they immediately went to the Matrix. It was the Matrix that did that. You know what I mean? Andrew Tate, another one, on video talking about selling drugs and tricking women to work for him for his webcam business, and then saying, oh yeah, I just made them think they have a relationship. Just doing all these vile things, right? And then when they get caught and the consequences of their actions catches up to them, it's the Matrix. Like, you guys are no better than the feminists that you criticize who blame everything on the patriarchy. With that being said, man, let us know what you guys think in the comments. I think it's messed up that happened. I don't think anybody should lose all their hard work that they spent money, effort, and time into, just for saying unpopular opinions or opinions that you don't like or I don't like. But at the same time, they were trying to do it to other people. They try to destroy other people's hard work, and now they want to cry on YouTube, acting like it's a Matrix coming after them. Let us know what you guys think.